Hey guys, I just want to jump on here quick because I was just having a really, battery's dying. I was just having a really hard morning this morning. Just, I turned my ankle, so I've been laid up for like a week and a half, almost 2 weeks now, and just been on crutches, and it's just frustrating, and I can't do all the things I normally do, and having two toddlers, it's just really, really hard. I want to chase them around, I want to play with them, I want to clean, and just ride my one wheel and just have fun. And it's very hard to do that because I just have to sit around and it's getting really old. So this morning I was just feeling super discouraged, super down, and like, God, where are you in this? You know what I mean? And even just thinking about like, oh, I just want to like have a glass of wine or something just because I'm in pain, or, you know, I don't know, smoking marijuana or whatever, because all these things like help with pain, right? And so I was just thinking like how I could just feel better in the moment. I'm just frustrated, my whole body's been hurting, I've had a headache for 2 days, and Dustin knew I was just really down, and so he just started playing worship music because he's an amazing husband, and he prayed for me, and he had all the kids come put their hands on me and just pray for me and just remind me how awesome I am and to not go back there, and not go back to old coping mechanisms. And anyways, it was just really, really special. And of course, like every single worship song that was playing was talking about like waiting on the Lord, waiting on his timing, like letting him refine us in the fire, and pressing in when there's hard times, and praising him even when it's hard. And it's so hard to do like in the moment, but that's why we need to have good people around us who remind us of truth. And I'm just so thankful for my husband. I'm thankful for our friend Mateus, who's living with us, who's a missionary, and just two solid men of God who remind me of who I am and why it's important to take the road less traveled, and why it matters, and that it's harder. It's harder to take the road less traveled and to walk in truth. It's much harder. It's easier, way easier, to just check out and use substances and go back to old coping mechanisms. That's so much easier. It's hard to heal and let God do what he wants to do in us. But every time I go through hard times, every time I struggle, he speaks things to me that are very important. He downloads things into my brain. He gives me revelations about things. I become more appreciative of certain things. It's just like he's always doing something in this process he has us in, and constantly just cleansing our hearts and helping us to be more like Jesus. And I just want to be better at like not wishing my way out of these processes and these things these situations he has me in. And I just want to be content in all circumstances, even when my circumstances suck. Like they just do right now. And I just want to admit like that I have weaknesses too. I get very tempted to go back to old coping mechanisms. Mine was drugs and alcohol, and it's tempting sometimes to just go there because, like I said, it's easier. But even my neighbor came over a couple days ago, and she was crying, and she just went through a breakup, and she was just like, man, normally she's been sober for 2 months now, which is freaking awesome. But she was like, normally I would just like go to the bar and just get wasted because she just went through a bad breakup, and she was crying, and I was just like really encouraging her and thankful that she didn't go to the bar, that she came over to share that with me, and I got to pray with her and just really tell her how valuable and worthy of love that she is. And it was awesome. But as I'm telling her, like, don't go back to old ways, like I'm telling myself too and reminding myself. And like I said, again, that's why we need good friends. We need believers who are sold out for Jesus, who are going to tell you the truth in love, so that we can just keep each other accountable and sharpen each other. The Bible says that iron sharpens iron, and I just so want that. But yeah, I just want to jump on here real quick because I was like, man, this is so good and so valuable, and just so important. And I want to be real too with like my own struggles and things that I'm tempted by, or when times get really hard, just things that I want to run and turn to. But it doesn't bring life. It actually brings death. And so the only thing that can bring me life is more Jesus, and trusting God and waiting on him, like I said, that he's doing something in us. And there's a quote by Christine Kane that I love, love, love. And she talks about like most people settle for man discovering them. And she said, if you settle for man discovering you, basically the light that's in you has to be brighter than the light that's on you. So If we settle for man discovering us, like the light that man puts on us would destroy us. But if we wait and let God do his thing and refine us, once he puts the light on us, because the light that is in us is brighter than the light that he put on, like that's the best place to be, and to not, not stall basically what God is doing. And I just want to be so faithful. I want God to trust me. I don't want to break his heart by just doing things that aren't serving me and aren't being good steward of me, my body, my ministry, my spiritual health, my mental health, my physical health, any of it. And so only he can bring me life, only him. And that's all I really need. And I want him to be enough. And a lot of times I don't feel like he is. But that's when I just have to press in more. And every time I do, he speaks new things. And so I just want to encourage you to draw near to God today. Don't go back to old ways. Don't go back to the muck, the mess that he pulled you out of. There's such a better way. And he's shown us that. And so, yeah, anyways, I love you guys. Have a good day. Bye.